Hello everyone, we are back with another review. Today we have Buzzsaw 10Q versus a dude named Derby 17Q. And this is one of our league games for the Tsumego Dragon League at tsumegodragon.com/league, which is free to join. Okay, very point. No, Buzzsaw's going for their own corner, but typically you would see something like this or like this. The reason being, both players have a wall right here, and they both want to go this way. So whoever gets this point first is going to extend their wall and cancel out the other. In this case, white will get that point first. So I think it's typically better to stop the combination rather than making a trade where you're one step behind. But it's stylistic, so we'll see how it goes. This is the smallest move. Bottom side and top side are much bigger. Bottom side, you're stopping this corner enclosure's extension. The top side, you're stopping this one and extending this one. So it has to be the move. Okay. Okay, black's getting a classic position. Very points heavy, but pretty good. I typically prefer this one lately. It's a lot simpler follow-ups versus this one where sometimes it'll lead into all the complicated stuff. But it's fine. I found AI typically doesn't mind this move. It thinks this move is okay almost always when you have like a position that needs to slide out. Okay, this is fine. This one is slow. So I think keep building the top is probably going to be easy. You could lean on the right side, like so. I think this would be very nice to build this position. This is quite a nice reduction. I quite like this move. We're reducing while building the bottom left. You're limiting the potential of this while also expanding the potential of this. I quite like it. Okay. This is very passive though. I think I would fight here. Black is up on territory, right? So I would be more worried about canceling out white's this area. And you can do that while attacking. So again, you want to use your influence to attack something. This is very passive. Like I think white's playing quite well here. The prize is a 17Q. So maybe you need to do go problems or something, because so far your position looks pretty solid. Yeah. Looks like a lot of resignations. Resignations is usually a red flag that your attack and defense is problematic. So I think probably more go problems. And probably more game reviews, honestly. Good thing you're in the league. Get plenty of game reviews. I think black is taking too long to get to this area. Black is doing good, but if you don't destroy this area, remember, points lever, you get the territory and then you destroy the influence, because they got influence in exchange for you getting territory. So you're forgetting that second part, which is quite important for this style to work. Sure. We got a knight's move to get ahead. If you push from behind, you get the elephant. But there is also this one, I guess. So it's not the end of the world. You cannot do this one though. This one is broken shape. You see how this give me the pin. This stone and this stone are now damaged because they don't have as many lifelines or liberties as they could. So you do not do that to the elephant. The elephant is a diagonal one space jump. Okay. The response to the elephant is a knight's move here or a knight's move here. The response to the elephant is a knight. I want to do this one. And then when they do that, you can extend or stretch. Yeah, this is a little bit not good. Careful about your corner, life and death. 17Q. This is probably why you're getting in trouble. I think probably at 17Q, we want one more. So maybe like this. And now you're 100% alive. Even at 17Q, you probably won't die. This is nice for attacking the right, but again, get into this area. Maybe play a little bit of Sabaki. Sabaki being light and loose. Try to break in somehow. You had to do something. If you avoid this problem, you might lose the game. You've already taken the base. It doesn't make sense to take the base. Are you playing in-game? This is not in-game because you're still in the middle game. This is too big to be smaller than in-game. If you want to poke here, though, this one is forcing because your opponent has to. It is their eyes. Good. Now we're getting somewhere. There we go. Now we're getting in there. Okay, and now starting in game is good. There we go. There we go. Much better. White, this is fine locally, but this is better in game because when black plays right here, now you don't have to fix that cut right there. You can fix it like right here. Thanks to one saving the stone. Versus right here, not. Little in-game trick to get one more point. Here first. This is a very, very simple game. I think that there's only one big story in this game, which is black did not stop this area. Everything else is a bunch of 1-point jumps. So there's that. I guess white built this area quite nicely. Another idea that white could try is to break this area. This would be quite difficult though, but the way you could start is by playing an attachment right here and then trying to get a base. But I think it should die. However, you could try it, right? At Double Digit Q, we love to try stuff and experiment to learn what works and what doesn't. Alright, are we just going to play basic in-game? Nothing else going to happen? This is not in-game. This is big. Does nothing else happen? Oh, 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 oh. Is there a trick here? I think there's a trick here. Ha 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 ha. So here, can't connect, take, and then it is a ko or a loop. Aha! Break into the area. There's not a lot of action in this game. This is a very, very simple game. I want to say the mistakes are mostly on Buzzsaw's side, simply because mistakes are what in the world? Losing value, but I would say the opening was more in black's favor because black was losing in the first place, and the score just didn't really change. Careful, throw one right here. You have to block it this way. There should have been more fighting. This is too simple. Someone was wrong if it's really simple. I think probably white could have tried to get in here sooner, and black didn't do enough to this area. This area was too large for white. I want to say this is not while white is 17Q though. This is not a 17Q game. So if you have a lot of resignations, it is not from this type of game. So I think Buzzsaw is not going to be a good opponent for you. Not because it's a bad style, but because it's the type of, you already have Buzzsaw style. You need to face someone whose style you don't have so you can learn from them. You can take their style and apply it to yours and power up. You know, so I think Buzzsaw and you have like the same thing. Buzzsaw just does it a little bit better. I'm assuming black won. Yeah, but 25. Yeah, I think it's literally just a small difference. But I think Buzzsaw and you have the same style. Buzzsaw just does a little bit better because Buzzsaw's been having lessons from me for a long time. Um, what you need is your fighting. This game does not show me what you're doing wrong as much. So what I think is going to be good practice for you is probably going to be Go problems. Because looking at your game history, there is a lot of resignations. Learn how the classy approach. First thing you do is learn how to get to the end of the game without dying. So all of these resignations, 9 out of 10 should be getting to the end of the game with less than like a 45-point margin, I believe. Something around that. 45 points or less is fine. So 1.5 is really good. But yeah, all of these resignations. 47 I think would be acceptable. It's something. It's better than a bunch of resignations. So there's got to be something to learn in these. Um, so take from that what you will. Hopefully this was educational and helpful on some level. There wasn't a lot of attack and defense, so I wonder if even the AI like had a lot of ideas. Oh, dadgummit. Where's the original? Yeah, there's no spikes. Maybe there's one right here, it looks like. Ah, yeah. Yeah. There's one little tiny spike in like the whole game. Maybe right here. Yeah, two spikes. I went over both of these. Two things. Okay, very simple, simplistic game. So I think both of you did okay. I don't think it was a bad game, but I would say it's a very shape-heavy game and not a lot of fighting, which I think both of you have to improve your fighting. So very standard game, very textbooky. Um, so take for that what you will. I think both of you played well. But yeah, hopefully you both enjoyed the review.